If you look down on one of these, it's the symbol for 10. But I'm sure that there's only 4 of them. Oh, that's also lethal. Good. Maybe we should go to the town again? I mean, the city where there's all the people that speak the weird language? That's worth a try. This was not the right way. I wanted to go over there. This was also wrong. Strange. These seem to... Like, I didn't think of this until now, but obviously I'm not connecting to these places physically. Are these supposed to be different times? Like, not just, oh, over here we see the ruins of the civilization, but is that... Are we actually moving through time when we go there? Because this is like the beginning of civilization. Where we come from, people are... I don't know what the deal is. Here people are advanced enough that they're building these gates. And then, I don't know what this one is. What is that? I'm not going to think about it too much, because it's not going to help me solve a puzzle. The plan was to go here. Ha ha ha. See. Oh, check out my RE rec. Check out my rectangle head. O V E R over. Oh, Mr. I thought it was my, because it actually does look similar. Check out Mr. Rectangle Head over there. Hey, that is true. I didn't notice that before. my head is quite different than theirs. Hi there. No, he wears the fez. I've seen all these before, though. What is... No. What is what? What is... What is wrong with your head? A lot of people not very polite about the head thing. Make me self-conscious. Nice to meet you. Let's see here. We're not going to end the game. Let's take a peek around. Hear the owl, see the refugees. Assemble the parliament. Where did you get that hat? Hello, tiny child. Reveal your secrets. Where did you come from? Frog. Don't know what I thought I might have learned in here. This skull is supposed to be one of those creatures, right? Well, the eyes aren't in a triangle, but well, we started off strong, but we wound up having less progress than I might have liked. Useful shortcut to anywhere. It's also possible, going back to the riddle, it's also possible that I should first be focusing on the whole name instead of the compound. What's my name? Hey, Vagrant Gamer. Well, I've committed myself to going all the way for 200% and doing it without asking for help or looking at anything up. And it's quite difficult right now. We already finished the game, got 100%. You might have been there for that, I forget. We've got all of the normal cube shards. We have 8 of the anti-cubes to go. I don't know how to get them. Yeah, the last hour, maybe hour and a half, has just been me running around aimlessly and sitting here with a blank stare on my face. One of the things that we're trying to solve is... This room has a secret. Almost certainly an anti-cube. And almost certainly related to this clock over here. Sometimes this helps, but this time around it's not going to help. I'll explain it, but it's not going to help. This is like a 3D representation of a clock. It does not measure my actual system time. I don't know what it measures. So even though I can rotate to 4 different facings, while I'm looking at the blue face, I can see one of the hands. You can see they're all 3-dimensional hands, but only one of them is, you know, visible here. The only one that's colored in. This one is blue, and it seems to be the minute hand, kind of. It's the only one that is visibly moving. Like, you can look at it, and every frame, it's moving like a tiny little pixel up. This hand, the hand currently pointing up, no matter which direction you look at, seems to be green. This one is gray, and red. It does not have. It's just red. I don't know what to do, if anything. It could be that just waiting for a certain time to come up causes a cube to appear. If so, that would be very lucky of me. But it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. There doesn't seem to be any way that I can manipulate the clock. I can turn this lever over here. All that does is moves these platforms so that I can climb up, get to the top. So either I'm supposed to wait and come here at a certain time and a cube just appears, or something else. Nothing I do seems to affect the clock. And there doesn't seem to be anything else further down in this level that would, you know, that has a secret associated with it. There is a thing written down here. Nope. Farther down? Completely different place altogether? No, here it is. I'm dead. What's written out here says, all of time and space and the space outside of space, does it ever end? It's not a translation that actually helps us. Could riding this around in circles do something? Well, I cannot accept the hint. Odd Garrett knows everything, so if you wanted to, you could ask him and hide, but... See, the blue seems like it's made a full rotation over the course of an hour or so. The other ones have barely even budged. I would be very impressed if you immediately got it as soon as you came in. And I would feel kind of weird about it, because that would mean that it's actually super, like, it's something that doesn't require any kind of deep realization about the game and time and the universe and everything. Unlike the bell, the bell I got lucky on, but the bell you actually interacted with. Ah. Bird? Where are you going? There was a bird here that flew away. I wouldn't normally care about the bird, but there was an owl that flew away before. And the owls turned out to have a secret meaning. So this is one thing we're working on. The other thing that we're working on is there's a place where there are 8 blocks with things on them that correspond to letters. And written on a floating stone is a message that says, please answer the following security question. What's my name? Security question hint. My first half is what it is. My second half is half of what made it. Which doesn't make any any sense at all. It's an 8-letter word. Going by the characters that are on the blocks, like they can be rotated, so each block could be 4 different things. But I did narrow it down a bit, but that could be anything. I suspect that it's a compound word, that it's, you know, two words smushed together like Stargate. But it's not Stargate. Ah, it's crazy because as soon as, like, that's the other thing too. Because of the way that they did the letters, as soon as I get it, I'll know. Right? But see, that one I can think of off stream. I gotta make better use of the stream time. Another 20 minutes. But the only other... Alright, so the grand total of all mysteries that we have eight things in all. One of them is the clock. One of them is the security question. One of them is... we haven't gone back there in a while. I'll actually go visit it. Even though it looked like things were just about to line up, but they wouldn't have been really lined up, would they? Like, I would be kind of disappointed in that puzzle if it really was. Yeah, you just have to wait there until things line up. Like, come on. That there's just a particular time of day that you need to be standing there and you get a cube. You don't want to believe that that's the case, even though it might be. This is the wrong way, isn't it? I wanted not the security question. What was I going to go do? The altar. Back to the altar. Which is where? Down here? Yes. So the deal with this is that by using our third-person camera, we found that there was a thing here. We found that there was a thing. And we found a treasure map that has this written on it. And if you turn it around, it says, hey, stand right here and type in this series of button presses. And I did that, and then this black floating thing appeared, and that's it. That's all I got from it. You can't do anything to it. You know what? I didn't try putting in the command again. Maybe I don't know what that would do, but let's give it a shot. Now that I'm here, now that I'm thinking about it. doesn't look like I can input it again. Unless, am I supposed to be standing on the other part instead? Yeah, no. All right. So I've already put in the code. Now I wish to sacrifice my artifacts to it. It should have something to do with this book, right? I would need a bunch of paper to do this, but I could translate every one of these pages, even though they're all gibberish. Or I assume, at a glance, they appeared to all be gibberish. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe one of them is not, and I just need to go through, and eventually one of them will actually make sense. F U L Hang on, was that right? Oh, it's I. What is this book? This is a book. I found it in the library. It has, so all of these squiggles are letters of the alphabet. These large ones on the other page are also letters, but they don't spell anything. Neither the big ones nor the little ones spell out things. It's normally read from top to bottom, right to left, like Japanese, where you start up at this. You guys actually see my mouse cursor? I guess not. Start at the top right and work your way down, and then go to the next column and work your way down, and read the whole thing that way. So this says FFILR. I think that's E. WO. Then going back up to the top. TNS. RHT. RHTWE. No, not W. What am I doing? I went back to the other column. N E. Oh yeah, I don't want any hints. Other way. Yeah, I have tried looking around. I've even tried like rotating, because all of these can be rotated. Like an E, if you rotate it, becomes an X. You rotate it again, it becomes a Z. You rotate it again, it becomes a K. They all work like that, and I have tried rotating it around until I could fit. Maybe I didn't try every combination though. But all you need is to do it a little bit, and you immediately see that, okay, it's not working out to anything. And then that's TY. P. S. I knew it was going to come to this too. That the game's actually pretty decently easy to beat, and then the last little bit of it is just so difficult. H-E-N. Yeah, this is not spelling anything at all. O-E-C? N-N-A-A. C. Yeah, none of this is working. None of this means anything. I even thought like, oh, maybe you're just supposed to interpret this like it's going to be a maze of some kind, like, oh, just follow this particular symbol all the way through the maze instead of interpreting it as letters. I thought maybe the large ones were, oh, this means you're only supposed to look at these letters, like go doot doot doot, and then on the next page you go doot 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 doot, and read those, but that's not exact enough. There's too many possibilities if you were to try doing that. Right? Yeah. Maybe not. No, there is too many. Because it's 8 high, but then 6 or 7 wide. It doesn't match. What did I solve already? I've solved lots of things. I've got here are all of the cubes. We got all 32 cubes. We have 24 anti-cubes that we've gotten. We know that there's 8 more. So the mysteries, the things that we're still working on, are this room, the clock, the security question, and then 4 of these rooms. Whoops, I meant to go zoom in. We'll just go visit one. We'll just go visit the closest one. And 4 is a curious number because I have 4 artifacts. The book, the red and blue cubes, and the skull. And I would kind of assume that those are related. How can we get there? We can go in... No, wait, I know. Upside down Sudoku? The other thing that I'm afraid of is that maybe there are rooms that I have to go back to where it's like, oh, now that I have this artifact, it'll react in some way. Yeah, it's dead. So if I go here, there are 4 rooms, and each one of them says that they still have a secret. And there's a thing here. There's nothing else here. Rotate around a bunch. kick it, bop it, do whatever you want to it. Nothing happens. Each of these almost certainly has an anti-cube. I just don't know what to do. And don't know where any kind of hint would exist. Oh, what did I solve in that book? Nothing. The book is just gibberish. It's just a whole bunch of random letters. Sitting here hoping that perhaps the secret was that you have to stand on top of it and not move. And then a cube will just appear to reward you for your patience. So as much as I really seriously do want to, here's the other weird thing is that in certain places the light is different and it makes my anti-cubes and cubes look different and my inventory, and it makes the book in some of them it makes the book unreadable, like all the pages are just black, and I assume that that is a bug. I don't think that's supposed to happen. These are also unusual because none of them have breaks for words, which they normally do. So unless this just happened to be 3, 4, 5, 6 8-letter words and then a 3-letter word, it doesn't make any sense. Have I tried it that way? It would be U. What was that? U K T I U K T I Y W. Random letters. Look at it this way. CWB, random letters. If we went completely upside down. COU. DZZ. Pizza. I don't know if it was a Windows update or what. Nothing popped up. Oh, man. My little cube companion guy is not coming out here to even offer a little bit of... There's so many freaking... Like, I've already solved so many things. It feels bad to not What was my other idea? I said one other idea, right? Like that there were areas in the game where maybe going back to those areas now that I have the artifacts would do something. I feel like that would be pretty unfair. Like, they should mark them on the map if that's the case. Because the map has been good about saying, hey, here's this room, it has a secret in it. And the secret is usually one of the anti-cubes. Because they explicitly told you which rooms had cubes in them. Though the cubes, the normal cubes, are barely hidden at all. It's just figure out how to get through this room, and when you get to the end, there's a cube. Wish I had even a vague... I don't want a hint, but I wish that I had a vague idea of what to do. Like, the other thing, like, the 4 little tuning fork rooms, as soon as I've got one of those, I've got all of them, right? It's just know what to do, and bam, I have 4 more cubes. There was another bird that flew away. Hi, Glitch. Oh. Vague idea. Solve. This game seems impossible with a... Nah. It's not impossible. I'm like, I screwed it up again. I don't know how I can get around these squares. We might have to reset the room. There's a bird. If I go up to it, it flies away. Does that matter? Eh. Come on. Come on. Boingy, 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 boingy. Longer stream, just for another minute or two. That bird is always there. Usually the animals are kind of randomized. Oh, we still have the glitches. There it is! Why? Why and why can't I get up there? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's up there and I can't get there. But why though? And how do I get it with these things in the way? I can't believe it. Oh, there we go. Haha. Alright, I didn't deserve it, but I got it. Still has more secrets. Were there originally... There must have been. There must have originally been 4 hands. There must have originally been 4 hands, I guess, and I got one anti-cube in here, and a hand disappeared, and I forgot about it. So I got the green one. I wasn't really paying attention to what... I was just like, there's the cube, go get it. But it must have been pointing either straight up or straight down or straight something. The blue one moves so fast, though. We've been here when the blue one was pointing at this... Wasn't it? Was it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. So we get to end the stream with a victory. An extremely panicked victory. And yeah, when you were like, I didn't see your message, but I was like, how do I get up there? But I was supposed to wait for another rotation, not try to jump. Man. This game. Jonathan Blow. I know it's not Jonathan Blow, it's Phil Fish, but I like shouting Jonathan Blow. I don't know. Should I leave here, or should I just leave the game running and get the next 2 cubes off stream just by standing here for an eternity? I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Anyway. So curious though, because if that is so, there should be 2 more cubes that we can get here, which means that we'll go from... if we get 2 more here, then we have 5 to go, which if you get 1 from the security question, and 1 from the ritual room, and 1 from the... whatever... No, wait, I've already lost track of what do we need? Does our count still make sense? 1 from the security question, 1 from the candle ritual room. Do we maybe only get 1 from the, from all of these tuning fork rooms? We combine them in some way and just get 1 single cube that counts for all of them? Maybe. I don't know. It's past 10 o'clock. I gotta go, though. Happy ending for today, which I am super grateful for. It would have been bad to just end it. We'll warp out of here. Alright, thanks everybody for tuning in. I will, I guess, go ahead and try playing some more of this on Thursday. We will keep banging our heads against that Fez wall. There's no possible way to predict when I'm going to beat this, and if I'm going to beat it at all without help. I don't know.